Hello, guys. Welcome back to ZB Philly Sports Podcast, Episode 6, our Dr. J episode. Zach, would you like to get us started?
Yeah, let's get started here. We're gonna get off to another sad note. We're starting to turn into the Nick Cassianos podcast. As of the 10th of September, the day after James Earl Jones passed away last night. You might know him from Darth Vader, Mufasa, Field of Dreams, and Sandlot.
Yep.
Great actor. It sucks to see. I think he was pretty old, so
Yeah,
this was
in Sandlot, he looked older.
yeah.
It's my main memory of him.
But yeah, just deepest condolence goes out to his family, thoughts and
Yeah.
prayers. But on a better note, happy birthday, Jeff Loy. I don't know what his age is. I just saw on Twitter that today's his birthday, so wanted to shout that out.
Best owner in the NFL.
I think I would like to start this one off hot again with
Yeah.
the hottest player in baseball right now. Kyle Schwarber. Do you know what he's been batting in the last 7 days?
No, I don't. That's one of the few stats I don't have pulled up on him.
13 for 30. Or 13 out of 30, I should say. A 433 average. A 1.60 OPS. 3 doubles. 6 home runs. And again, we're recording this as the game's going on.
Yep.
He had another one. 12 RBIs, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Which I'll take the 9 strikeouts.
Yeah.
If you have a ratio of home runs to strikeouts and you're about 1-to-1, I'll take that every day.
Same.
It just. I don't know what bit him in the butt. We see. It seems like we got June Schwarber back. I didn't know it was Hoagie Fest
in September.
I guess I moved too far away and I didn't realize that it was Hoagie Fest.
Yeah.
It's probably not Hoagie Fest, but still. Yeah, it's just incredible to say.
Yeah, and as you kind of just said, he is now the record holder for leadoff home runs in a single season with 14. It was 13.
And he's was NL Player of the Week this week, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's good to see. Him and Turner both. I don't think they were back to back. I think they were a couple weeks apart, but it's good to see that this team's starting to roll with getting players consistently in the Player of the Week column.
Yeah.
I know we've had, I think, upwards of 6 of them this year.
At least.
I think Bum was one week. I think Stott even had a Player of the Week. I might be mistaken on that.
I'm not sure.
Again, Turner has, Schwarber has, and we even had some pitchers of the week.
I was gonna say, I think Sanchez has got it once, if not twice.
Yeah. Suarez, I think, is also up there.
Yeah.
With 1 or 2 of them. I want to say Zach Wheeler might have got one, but I'm not sure on that.
Yeah.
But I also want to go from hot to cold there.
Hold on. I got one more thing about Schwarber.
Okay.
There have been 2 games in MLB history where a player had 6 or more RBIs, 5 or more times on base, 4 or more extra base hits, 3 or more home runs, a leadoff home run, and a home run in the 9th or later. Both were by Kyle Schwarber.
That's crazy.
In August.
Wow. Okay, so maybe June and August is his month.
Well, August, maybe the first week of September.
Yeah.
Every day blends together in my head right now, so I can't tell you what it is.
That's and that's right before playoffs, and that's crunch time right there. August into September is your time that you need to start heating up, and it seems like most of these guys. And you gotta imagine with those last 7 days.
Yeah.
One game in those last 7 days, he was in left field too. Right. Put him back in the outfield. So
I wonder if we're going to see that more in the playoffs.
I
I,
do
I
too.
I would assume not, as long as everyone's healthy. But
Yeah, but it also brings that's actually a good tie to my next point here. Um, we just have so many like people we can plug in there.
yeah,
My next thing is I wanted to ask you a question. Where does Cody Clemens fit? He had a walk off last night.
I
He's
think
been
he'll
hitting
be our Jake
constantly.
Cave. That's the best analogy I could say that I
Yeah,
could think of today. He'll be this year's Jake Cave. Hopefully next year's Jake Cave.
but you can plug him into the outfield. He can play first base when Hart wants. If we want to be like give Hart a couple days off, a day off, just to
Yeah,
get him ready for the playoffs. He can play third base. He can play second base. He can play shortstop.
yeah. Speaking of
So
needing a day off, our team needs the week off. I know you've said about Braves and how week off really hurt them in the playoffs in the past. I think that week off will really, really help us.
yeah, um, I I think what the difference between um us and the Braves is going to be is the Braves were fully healthy and we are not.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so yeah, that's gonna be a big key difference.
right.
Um, so yeah,
But for our injuries, I have some projected return dates. Marshawn was projected to return today. I'm not sure if he did or didn't. JT should be returning Friday or Saturday. Sosa next Tuesday the 17th. Bohm, they just said mid-September. Hayes, mid to late September. Turnbull says October. Rodolfo Castro not returning until spring training. And Ortiz, late 2025.
okay, I can go with a couple of those. I think I saw that Marchand was actually in tonight's lineup for Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
Um, also, while we're talking about a minor league team here, I want to throw a good luck to the Thrashers tonight as they compete for the High A playoffs.
I didn't know that.
They start the High A playoffs tonight. So good luck,
Yeah,
Thrashers.
good
Um,
luck.
hopefully you guys can get some wins and stuff.
Yeah, they now don't
Out
have
there,
Miller on the team, so it might be
yeah,
harder to win.
yeah, right. Um, but yeah, teams hitting. Hopefully, this team can go just as far as they're going in the
Yeah,
playoffs. The only thing is, we need, and this goes with your week off. I don't know if it's just he's tired. He's played a lot of games this year. Bryce Harper's last night lack of energy just showed. Like
yeah. Last night
Stott,
when
I could see.
yeah,
Boom, I could see. Harper, you're way too experienced to.
yeah. Harper is supposed to be our best player by far.
Yes.
Was last night the night where he thought he had a home run, but it ended up just being yeah,
Being a single, yep.
yep. That it was just a lack of discipline. Rob Thompson seemed annoyed by it, but Harper said, well, Thompson said Harper apologized like immediately after it happened, saying it's definitely not going to happen again. So I'm expecting to see a lot more energy out of Harper from here on out for at least the remainder of the season and the postseason.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just from a guy like Harper that can't happen.
Right.
Um, you're
Like
supposed
if
to be
any other player on the team did it, the fans would be a lot more annoyed by it.
if say Marsh did it, they would be calling for his head in Philadelphia. They would
Yeah,
want
they'd
his
be talking
head on
about
a
it for
stick.
weeks. Yeah,
But again, we've been sitting here kind of going over our game plan, all that, just talking, and just been kind of like eyeing the game. And he almost had a home run, which I want to bring up. That was pretty controversial. That was not fan interference. Um,
I didn't see it. I don't know.
It seems like he had more energy today. Again, was
because he's trying to come back from what he did last night.
yeah, and it did seem like it was a home run. But you just can't have that.
Yeah. Kyle Schwarber, did you see what he did to a fan's phone?
I did not.
So last night, I think it was last night, he hit a foul ball. Foul ball landed in guy's lap, completely shattered the back of his phone because he didn't have a phone case on, and it was an iPhone, so it's all glass on the back. And the phone is now bent as well. The very next pitch, he then hit a home run.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'll put the picture of the phone up on the screen somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
Just put it right over my face.
Okay, I will.
But no, again, this team's looking like they're having fun. I hope Schwarber did something, went over to that fan or got in contact with that fan. That would be pretty cool.
Someone said, I hope it's covered by Apple Care. And all the replies said, no, it should be covered by Schwarber Care.
Yes. And I want Schwarber's autograph right over it.
Yep. It's like right on the back of the phone case, just Schwarber.
Yep. I have the numbers, the magic numbers. We've been following these magic numbers for I think 2 or 3 podcasts now. To make the playoffs is 11 games. I believe we have 17 games left.
That's doable.
That's doable.
Our coming opponents are not very good, or should not be very good.
You also have to think the people below us, they have to win
right
more games than we. So these magic numbers are kind of weird. To clinch the NL East, it's 12 games. And then to clinch a first round bye is 16.
Okay.
I know we have the Brewers coming up.
Yep.
I think this weekend. I think it's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Yep. So our upcoming games, we're currently in the middle of the Tampa Bay series, middle of the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Tied at 4. Then tomorrow, Rays. Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Mets. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Brewers. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mets. And then Cubs for 3, and then we finish out September against Nationals.
So I think it's the top 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think
so, yeah.
Both teams will get that bye.
I believe we have the same record as the Dodgers right now. So but we have the tiebreaker.
Yeah. This Brewers series is big. Is huge. I
don't even know what the standings are.
You need to win 2 out of 3 of those.
Yeah.
Especially
with how hot they are right now, the Brewers.
I believe we swept them in Philly. I think we won 2 out of 3 or swept them.
Yeah.
So even just winning one more game, you at least get the season series against them.
I looked up NL East standings instead of NL standings.
Take a quick glance at the game real quick. Oh, and it's in a commercial break. Why not? I think I heard Tom McCarthy behind me sounding pretty exciting. So I think we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th here. We have a walk-off win on the podcast.
Well, it's bottom of the 8th currently.
Oh, bottom of the 8th.
So
we're going to the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, we're tied with the Dodgers right now.
Gotcha.
3.5 games ahead of Milwaukee. 5.5 above San Diego. 6 above Arizona. 7 above the Mets. 8 above the Braves. 12 above Chicago. 13.5 above St. Louis. 15 ahead of the Giants.
Gotcha.
I should have probably looked at the playoff picture, but oh well.
No, that's good.
and we still have best record in all of baseball. We're at least tied for best record of all of baseball with the tiebreaker against the Dodgers. So we have the best record.
Ooh, Stott just hit the umpire. We got a close game now. I'm focused on both.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. We're back. On March 22nd, I want you to take a guess at the Phillies' percent chance, according to Fangraphs, of our chances of winning the NL East.
78. Lock in.
7.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, you were really off. That was before like Braves' big injuries and everything.
Yeah, but still put some respect on her name. We're Philly.
Yeah,
We're
but
die-hard winners.
yeah. Now our current percent chance to win the NL East, according to Fangraphs,
85.
98.1.
So I'm either overshooting or undershooting.
Yep. I'm honestly surprised you didn't say 100%.
I was gonna say 100%, but I didn't want to get too cocky.
That would have been closer.
I guess I didn't have faith in us. I guess
Faith in the graphs, not
faith in the graph.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cody Clemens, you already said it. I think he should spend the rest of this season and the rest of next season at least up with the Phillies. Yeah, that's the exact reason I thought of it, because I saw the top of your shirt and I was like, that's what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, I definitely do too. So I'm focusing on both Phillies and the podcast here. I definitely think he should be, and if he's just going to be that platoon player that you can literally plug him in anywhere, pinch hit him in, whatever.
Yeah, I think our perfect bench would have him, Sosa, Stubbs, Weston Wilson.
Yeah,
4 perfect bench guys.
Those are perfect bench guys that can be put in anywhere. It could be great bench bats. Defensive bench players too. We harp so much about these guys' bats so much, but we never talk about their fielding. Like Weston Wilson has a great glove over there at third base, outfield. Cody Clemens has flashed the leather a lot of times this season.
Yeah.
Edmund Sosa's another really good defender. Again, flashback to the last podcast. He reminds me of Gene Segura.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's the key piece we were away from. One of the key pieces we were from that Arizona Diamondbacks series last year was our star players went cold and we had no bench help.
Yeah.
Like our bench guys didn't come in and do what they needed to do.
Yeah, like our bench guys were Jake Cave, Rodolfo Castro.
Yeah.
I forget who else.
But now you have Cody Clemens, now you have Edmund Sosa, now you have Weston Wilson, now you have all these guys, and say those guys are in the lineup. Okay, now you have Marsh on your bench. Now you have Stott on your bench. Now you have
Rojas
on your bench. Austin Hayes. I forgot about Hayes in the first.
Like, he has a kidney infection, so
yeah,
I really don't want to rush him back because that's like really, really bad. It's not like he sprained a muscle or something.
As long as we have him by late October.
Yeah, but even then, his health is more important over him coming back to a game.
Yeah, we have enough bench spots.
Yeah,
we have enough guys. But I also feel like that's another big thing of what the Braves didn't have. They didn't have bench players like we did.
Yeah.
The Dodgers, they've never had bench spots like we did. all these big teams that have gone down. Last year, we didn't have bench spots like Arizona did.
Yeah, Arizona was just really hot too.
Yeah. And hopefully, we stay hot because we are hotter than hot right now.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Stubbs the other day had a bunt triple. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't have a concussion right now.
I forgot you did tell me about this. This
Yeah,
is
you weren't
pretty
watching
funny.
the game. But yeah, he got hit in the head while diving into second, and then the next half inning when he's catching gets hit in the same exact spot over here, I think, with the bat, and then gets slide tackled by Harper. I honestly don't know how he stayed in the game.
Hey, like my dad always said, rub some dirt on it. You'll be fine, kid.
He didn't look good. Like, he looked like he was seeing 3 different people whenever he went up to talk to anyone.
He probably was.
I don't know how he was able to catch.
A live update. We just got 2 runs here. So we're at 6-4.
Cal Stevenson hit the RBI?
Cal Stevenson, another great guy. A guy that can get you runs off the bench.
Right.
I'm not saying that Tampa is great, but like...
Right. We got him from the A's, right? Or he was on the A's?
I believe so.
Okay. That's just my random question. I have nowhere to go with that.
But yeah, he puts it... infield was in. Puts it right over the outfield. If they were playing back, I think it would have been a tougher scenario. I definitely don't think we're scoring 2.
Yeah.
But as you're talking about him, Garrett Stubbs is now. Well, he was in the game. Never mind. He's up to bat now. Okay. But yeah, Cal Stevenson, a guy that can come in and get a hit, a clutch hit when you need him. Even Garrett Stubbs, when JT needs the day off, he's good. He's good with catching stealers.
Yeah, Stubbs did not start off well this year, but he's gotten a lot better as the year.
He's gotten a lot better. But you walk down the dugout and you go, this guy could be valuable in the 8th or 9th inning. That guy can be in the late innings. Like, we're in the 8th inning right now, tied at 4, in what seems like a very good game that we've been watching all night. And these guys are making it look like it's the 4th inning.
Right.
And they're putting up good at-bats.
Now, on Stubbs, Marchand comes back. Who's our backup catcher for the playoffs?
I think Stubbs you gotta go Stubbs right now. Well, we've had that conversation earlier where you were saying Marchand, but
less than a month ago, we were saying Marchand.
Yeah. But Stubbs is hot right now.
Yeah.
He's also got that Red October blood in him.
Yeah.
I want to see him in the locker room with a Budweiser box on his head in nothing but overalls.
Yeah.
Dancing to some music, drenched in beer. Like, that's all I want to see.
Yeah.
After a series win.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
What's it called? Talking about just different people for the playoffs with our injuries, depending on how soon people can come back. Down in AAA, players that aren't on the 40-man roster but still have MLB experience, we got Derek Hall, David Dahl, and Scott Kingery.
Yeah, and
if we need someone in the infield or whatever, do you think they call up Scott Kingery? Or sign him and then call him up? I see on Twitter multiple times a week people saying we need to give Kingery a chance.
Well, but I thought they were here, but they call it Buddy Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah. But they also call him up because he's under contract.
As I talk about him, he gets an RBI single. Like, how can you not feel good going into October when your young guys are getting these clutch hits? Like, it's not your Bryce Harper's. It's not your Kyle Schwarbers. It's not your Bones. It's not like your big guys. Yes, they're helping earlier in the game, but your Marsh was on base.
Yeah.
I think Stott was also the second one to score. Now you have Cal Stevenson scoring by a hit from Buddy Kennedy as I'm talking about him. I just think if you need him, you say, hey, Kingley, come on up. Like we could use you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ahead of you. Watch what Trey Turner does really quick.
I'm guessing a turn bomb here.
Yep.
He turns on one.
Yep. 376 foot.
See, and then you have that. This inning started at 4-4.
Yeah.
And now you're at 9-4.
I don't think they can see your TV, so. For
I'm pointing at a wall.
Yeah. For context, Turner just hit a 2-run home run.
Yeah, Turner
it's
just
really
hit a
weird
2-run.
recording while a game is going on.
I kind of like this.
Yeah, same.
We might have to do more like 640 recordings.
Or just live reaction stuff for other socials. Watch with us games. That's a really good idea. Some watch with us games in the playoffs.
Yes.
We can do a live stream.
We can do a live stream.
And obviously can't have the game going because that's illegal.
Yeah. But we both can sit here and kind of talk to
we can have a live scoreboard and everything too.
But yeah, you have all, and it's all from your young guys. This inning started from young guys.
Yeah.
And then you have Turner capping it off. Not capping it off. We haven't got out
putting
of
the icing on the cake.
Yes. Now you have Harper up, who he's dangerous.
Yeah.
And then if I believe Castellanos is next, he can be dangerous at a time, especially with someone dying yesterday.
Oh my God.
The bearer of bad news. I'm sorry. I got to bring that up. He's the bearer of bad news. And look at this. I'm reading it right now. Harper's 3 for 4 tonight.
Yeah.
With I think I saw 2 doubles.
Yeah.
Like through and through. As a pitcher, you're like, okay, I'm not going to throw to Turner. I'm not going to throw to Harper, and I'm not going to throw to Castellanos. So those 3 guys can kill me. Okay, well now you have all these young guys that are going to be like, okay, well, let me hit a double. Let me hit a single.
Yeah.
Let me plop one over your head.
And just think, Bohm's not even playing right now. Sosa's not even playing right now. Like, we've already talked about that, but I'm just talking about this current game we have going on.
Yeah, we just talked about all the injuries, and Harper just hit another double.
Wow. You said Buddy Kennedy came in for Schwarber, right?
Buddy Kennedy came in for Schwarber, so we're hoping that he's okay. But
yeah, Buddy Kennedy hit an RBI. He kind of just filled the void immediately.
It's just, I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
But how do you not end this season with a ring on your finger?
I agree. I think a lot of the players will agree with you as well.
Like, you come in, your young guys are doing what they need to be doing. Okay, they might go 1 for 4, but that one hit might be a clutch hit in the 8th inning. And again, I know this is hit. Oh, we might have a live ball happening. Bryce Harper's heated.
Wow.
We've got benches clearing. I don't want to turn the computer. I almost did. But bullpens are out.
What even happened?
Castellanos got hit. They drew Castellanos. Now we got a bench clearing ball happening.
Wow.
The group went past the mound, so we're on even ground, which is good. But yeah, that's it. That's a great way to turn on. But I want to try to stay on topic here. It's just great to see that there's no holes.
Yeah.
Someone gets injured and it's automatically filled.
Even next man up mentality. Next man up mentality. But as shown right here, They're
Jeff Hoffman
so
in shorts and a tank out there showing some guns. Sorry,
as shown by this right now, they care about each other so much.
they do. They do. And this, you just brought this point up. Bryce was on second. The minute he got drilled,
Yeah.
they showed the video from behind the pitcher. Obviously the catcher's holding on to Castellanos, and so is the umpire. Immediately, Bryce Harper's head's in the camera view. So like he gave no split second to get up. Like he was by the pitcher in 5 seconds.
Whenever I think about Harper rushing the mound, I think he was on the Nationals for it, where he went to throw his helmet, and his helmet went like the complete other direction.
Yeah, that's a great video. But yeah, they're showing the replay right now, and Harper's barking at him, and just starts running up at him.
That is great.
He was pissed, but
Yeah.
it just shows that they have so much care for one another.
Yeah.
They want to have success. They want to win the ring, not for themselves, but they want to win it for the guy next to them. They look at the bench and they see them sitting next to each other, and they look to the left and they're like, I want to win you a ring. And then that person on the left goes, no, I want to win you a ring. And it's kind of like they're not selfishly doing it.
Yeah, as Castellanos said last year.
But it's just this is great to see.
Yeah. And did I see Hoffman was warming up?
No, Hoffman was out in shorts and a tank top.
Oh wow! So who's warming up?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it looks like the Rays pitchers just got ejected too. So, or they're taking him out. One of the two. I think he got ejected.
Wow.
But it's just this is a great game.
Yeah.
It's just
so.
I'm full of adrenaline right now.
I can tell. So, speaking of our pitchers and relievers, since August 1st, now this isn't up to date till today or yesterday, but as of this past weekend, since August 1st, Strom has the lowest ERA out of any of our relievers at 1.32. Really? Then Maurice, 1.46. Kerkering, 1.88. They're the only three under 2.
Okay.
Allard, 225. Estevez, 245. Banks, 281. Lazar, 327. Alvarado, 353. Or 355. I don't know why I said 353. Hoffman, 440. That surprisingly high to me.
Yes, that is high.
But I would have never guessed that.
But if you go and look at his every other part of this year, it's been he hasn't had his high yet. Right. He's had his lows all year, but he hasn't had his high.
Yeah.
But again, and I'm trying not to get out of my chair and just but it's just because I'm so
you saw the fight. Now you have a lot of adrenaline going through.
Now I have adrenaline talking about how great this team is and all that. How many of those got Estevez was traded here?
I got more people to talk about then.
Tyler Banks was traded here. Allard is a young guy. Just going through all those names and seeing how each one of those guys has stepped up. How the next guy again, even in the bullpen, it's I got us to the next inning. You get us to that next inning, and I'm going to cheer for you from the bench. It's just that look on Bryce Harper's face. Ugh. I just love this team so much.
Yeah. But the last few I finish off with Hoffman, I think. Gilbert, 4.5. Nelson, 4.5. Taijuan Walker, 7.2. Marte 7.36, and Mercado rounding off the list 27.
Okay, that's a little bad, but
But most of them were very, very good. It was just those last few numbers were pretty funny.
yeah, those last numbers were give me a little hee hee kind of reaction there. But I want to bring this point up, and again, I'll have this down. But just seeing this, talking this, is this the best Philly team we have had in a while?
Yeah,
Am I?
it
Is
is.
that an overreaction to say yes?
No, it's not. It
Like,
definitely is.
I get it. We haven't played a good team in a while. Or at least it feels like a while.
Yeah,
The Tampa Bay Rays are not that good of a team. I get that.
right.
I don't know where they're on the standings. I'm gonna try to quickly find that out, but I know they're not a good team.
Yeah, I still got the standings pulled up, so I can tell you. The Rays are 71 and 73. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 10th in the American League.
Okay, that and again, that's middle of the pack.
Yeah.
That's a little bit under middle of the pack.
Two
Still
games,
around a 7.
Yeah. 2 games behind Boston and Seattle. 2.5 behind Detroit. So still very doable to get ahead of all those teams.
But again, what I'm looking at here is I have the wild card standing up. They're 5
yeah.
games out. Seattle's 3 games, Boston's 3 games, and Detroit's 2.5 games, all back behind Minnesota.
Yeah.
So those still 5 games is very doable.
Yeah, it is.
It's very doable. And say they won the next 2 out of 3 here, and Detroit, Boston, and Seattle all lost. You would be at 3 games, so it would be Boston, Seattle, and Tampa all tied for that second team out.
Yeah.
And be a half of a game behind Detroit. And in 3 games is due. So it's just good to see that they are fighting against the teams that are just above or
Yeah.
just around 500, and it's good to see that this team, this Rays team probably has a lot of fight. They probably want to try to squeak their way into the playoffs.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
again, look at the 2022 Phillies. Doesn't matter where you get ranked in the playoffs. It starts 0-0 in the playoffs.
Right.
Everybody's a new team.
Right. It's win or go home at that point.
Yeah.
It's not,
and it's,
we have some more games left. We'll get them next time. It's, no, we have to win this game.
yeah. That's all I have on the Phillies. I don't know if you have anything else.
Yes. Did
Okay.
you see, I'm assuming you didn't see, Phillies are proposing to expand the team store.
Ooh.
7,000 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll pop
Bobby
up.
and Francis, where is this? I need this insider information.
I'll pop up the images right in the middle of the screen. It looked really nice.
And
A
Stevie.
lot of windows. Yeah, you didn't even see it, so I can't even send it to you or anything. But it looked really, really nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the team was putting. I like the that hat wall that they have.
Yeah.
That they changed from an American flag, and they have the P up there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
They have a pretty nice team store.
I think that'll do it for the Phillies.
Let's hope we put a lot of postseason, World Series, all that kind of merchandise in there.
In a few minutes, hopefully in a few minutes, we'll be able to tell you what final score was, because we're going to the top of the 9th now, up 5.
Yep. So, well, I'll keep my head on a swivel there. But I only got one thing for the Flyers. Mark Stahl, who was with us for 1 year, retired after 17 seasons.
Long career.
Long career. A lot of it was with our name. I can't name them. Up north in New York, the New York Rangers. He spent 12 years.
Wow.
Sorry, 13 years. Tanner Banks, as we were just talking about, he's
Oh,
on to
okay.
pitch. So 13 years with New York Rangers. From 2007 to 2020. And then Detroit for 2 from 2020 to 2022. For this 2022-2023 season, and then the 2023 to 2024 season, so last season for us. Played in 35 games, only had 1 goal, but again, he's a defenseman.
Yeah, it's a name before my time of being into hockey.
His highest goal scoring was 2009 and 2010 with 8 goals. I think they went to the playoffs. They might have won the Stanley Cup. I'm not a Rangers fan. Something I'll have to ask my dad about. But
see, I'm very happy my dad is a fan of the teams that I'm a fan of.
Yeah, it's good for some banter. But so 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Had a +2, which is good. Only 14 penalty minutes, so wasn't in the penalty box too much. This comes all on 20 shots, so wasn't getting too much shot up. On a total ice time of 4 minutes and 483 minutes. Sorry, I should say that. My brain's all over the place right now. So it was his least amount of time on ice.
Yeah.
His average ice time was 13 minutes, which again was the lowest of his career. When you're in your 17th year of physical sport like that, I definitely could see his body was probably like, hold it here, hold it.
Yeah. How old is he?
He is the age of 37, so he's not too old, but
yeah. No, he's been in the NHL since he was 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it's weird to me to think that people who are in sports are now younger than me.
Yeah,
it's really weird to think.
Hate watching college sports now.
Well, even Victor Wembanyama, January 2004.
Shut up. Hey, I've said this multiple times. I do work for the Reds. Our star player is literally like 5 months older than me.
Wow.
He's making like $1,000. If you guys don't follow the Reds, it's Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
He's like
Phillies have his brother in the minors.
Oh, is that his brother? I know he has a twin brother.
Well, he has a few brothers that are in the minors and around the league.
Thought he only had a twin brother. I don't know.
No,
I don't
he has
follow
multiple. That's it you said for the Flyers?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
We're getting closer to, I think we're about 18 days away from the first preseason game again in the Nationals capital.
Yeah.
We get to see a couple guys play. Not going to be too exciting until end of October, I think, is when the actual season starts. So.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got 2 outs, 1 on.
2 outs, 1 on?
2 outs, 1 on.
All right. So on to the Sixers. Potential Sixers moving to New Jersey. I've even heard potential of moving to Delaware. Yeah. Now, practice facility.
New Jersey, but
practice facility already in New Jersey. And then our G League team in Delaware.
That's true.
Neither surprised me too much. As long as you're close to Philly, I don't see it being that big of a deal. A lot of people really, really despise it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Because, like, you look at the Giants and Jets, they're in Jersey, but they're still technically in New York.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to become the New Jersey 76ers or Delaware 76ers. They're still going to be the Philadelphia 76ers.
I just I want to know where, because
Yeah,
if you start thinking, what, Trenton's probably the biggest city
yeah. But,
close to, and Trenton, and if I'm guessing a lot of our viewers are in and around the Philadelphia area. If you are not from in and around the Philadelphia area, Trenton is like you you drive there and you drive right out. Like, you do not stay there. It's
yeah,
not heaven on earth there.
right. But same thing with them talking about moving to Chinatown and stuff. It's still
Yeah.
not the best area. Um, I don't know. Wherever they move, they still have at least 5 years probably until they would be moving, because you've got to build the stadium and everything.
Yeah, I would like for them to build it down near the down in South Philly where they are.
Yeah,
I know you would be taking
I'm
away parking lots and stuff like that, but
yeah. I'm curious to see what Wells Fargo Center is gonna end up being called.
the Wawa Center. Oh, that's good.
I've already said that, but
Oh,
the response I got to that is they're probably gonna have it as another financial whatever.
um, okay. So the person I thought was Hoffman was not Hoffman in a shorts and t-shirt. I think I saw Strom in a short tank top,
How do
and
you mess up the hair?
I don't know. I had the adrenaline. The adrenaline was someplace. Tanner Banks has 2 outs, bases loaded. So he's
Okay,
struggling a little bit. I think I see Weston Wilson out there.
so forced out at every base is what I'm hearing.
Yes, you can go anywhere. But yeah,
And we're still up by 5?
we're still up by 5. It's
Okay.
still a 9-4 ball game. No
Okay.
runs yet. But yeah. Getting back to the Sixers topic here. I don't know. I would love for it to be the Wawa Center. I want Wawa to be something.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the game.
All right. Now we can have full focus on this.
Does some damage, but we walk out winners. 9-4 winner.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies. That's another season.
Cal Stevenson got the final out.
There you go. That's another series win for you boys. Stay hot. So, Phillies are done. We are good.
Yep.
On to the Sixers.
Yep. All right. I'm going to send you that picture I was talking about now.
Okay. My phone's right here. I'm ready for it.
So, potential Sixers City Edition jersey got leaked. I will put it up here as soon as I show Zach as well. I want your live reaction to it.
Okay.
I sent it.
Oh. Get it.
It says delivery.
Oh, I have your thing muted for some reason. Whoa!
Oh my God. So we had very, very similar ones in previous year. It was just darker.
And that's the only picture we got. We didn't get like a back shot.
No, that's just a rendering of a potential leaked jersey. But if you remember a few years ago, they had the navy blue ones that got leaked that had the Philadelphia script going across the chest.
Yeah.
Little gold stripe going down the shorts. Those got leaked, but we never actually saw them.
Yeah.
I was really, really, really hoping the black jerseys would make a comeback, because the person, I cannot remember his name, person that was the head of the team who makes all the jerseys for the Sixers, he despised the black jerseys. Well, he retired, resigned, stepped away from the team, whatever you want to say, back in 2022. And apparently, all these jerseys are worked on about 2 years in advance. So at this point is when we could see those black jerseys returning, or a version of those black jerseys returning.
I would like to see those.
I think everyone loves them, even the players.
I need a new jersey, so I'd love to buy. I'd love to buy like a Maxi or Embiid.
As I was about to say, when they made the Maxi, like Maxi Museum, I guess you can call it, when they gave him the contract extension. Do you remember seeing that?
Yeah, I remember. I think we talked about that, and you said that.
Oh yeah, they made him that black jersey. Yeah. I forgot we had the podcast at that time.
I know.
Time flies.
Six strong episodes later.
Yeah.
We'll circle back on that. It's crazy. Yeah, I like them. Again, they kind of look the same as the
yeah, but
ones before.
To that same point, we've had similar ones in previous years.
Yeah,
I think one of our first ones was that like cream-ish color. That said the Philadelphia script had the number, and then like 2 years later we had that cream color with the blue bell instead of the script.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they should do.
I know they have many options.
I'm trying to think of like new like wording and logos they could do. I know they've already done like the City of Brotherly Love. I don't know.
With the Sixers, there's a lot of different ways they can go. They can go the Phillies direction and do something with the flag.
Yeah,
they can go based off an old jersey that was already a thing. They can go brand new. Like we had a black jerseys a few years ago that had Boathouse Row on it. That's probably one of my favorite jerseys they've ever had.
I have the Embiid version of that.
Yeah, I have a shirt of it. No, I outgrew that shirt. I don't even have that anymore.
I have a jersey of Embiid and
the sweatshirt. I forgot about that.
Of the
yeah. That you wanted the Matisse one, but they didn't have the Matisse one.
Yeah. Shout out, Brian.
All right,
shout out to stepdad.
I think that'll do it for Sixers.
Okay. And then one more big topic.
All right, now on to the Eagles. The first thing I want to point out is this is the Eagles' first win without Kelsey or Fletcher Cox since December 19th, 2010 against the Giants.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost 14 years ago.
It's a lot of years.
Yeah.
That's most of our lives.
Right.
It's crazy. Now I have something for you. The top 5 passer quarterback percentage. Who was number 1?
Huh. I don't know. I didn't watch most of the games.
So tied for first is Jalen Hurts with Sam Darnold.
I did see Sam Darnold had a good game, but Jalen Hurts actually did
158.3.
Wow.
Baker Mayfield was third with 152.6. Josh Allen fourth with 143.1. And CJ Stroud 136.6.
Wow.
I know Baker was balling out this week, but yeah, Jalen Hurts. Him and Barkley just said, you know what?
I honestly didn't realize Hurts had that good of a game.
I didn't either. I know, and I if you want to, we can just sling right into it. But the post thoughts of this game is we look like dog blank for the first quarter plus.
Yeah. Just a lot of sloppy plays that cost the team. And if it wasn't for the defense's really, really good red zone defense, we would have lost by at least 3 possessions.
Yeah. I know what Barkley had a slip earlier in the game. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it just showed that he was slipping a lot.
Yeah, it's the field is slightly different than an NFL field, not like a lot
Yeah.
different, but a little bit different.
It's more of a soccer field type thing.
Yeah.
I know Cam Jorgens and Jalen Hurts just couldn't figure out.
They haven't
and I
built
know
up that chemistry in game yet.
Yeah. And they got that out like that.
Yeah. Kelsey snaps the ball weirdly compared to most centers.
Well, so if I don't know if you've ever listened to New Heights.
Yep.
But I think 2023 before the Super Bowl, Travis, I believe it went down this way. Travis asked Jalen Hurts how cool it is to get snaps from
Yeah, I remember that.
Jason Kelsey. And Jalen Hurts was like, I have to be in a shortstop position because he flings it so fast.
Yep.
And Kelsey said that because he wants both of his hands up there. I don't know if you noticed this. I talked to some other Eagles fans. And they didn't notice this. Did you see that he changed his?
I did not.
He's more upright. So he's not. So you know how he used to be down and like waiting for that fastball to come in?
Yeah.
He's more up here and he's kind of like catching it higher. So I think that's where it's like, okay.
Yeah.
They're trying to work their chemistry out, or they were trying to work their chemistry out, but they were also trying to, he was also trying to do a new like play style and stuff like that.
Yeah. I honestly did not notice that. I'm glad you pointed that out.
I noticed it.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't like a big difference, but you could definitely tell.
Yeah. Speaking of passer ratings, really quick, Kenyon Mitchell was targeted 10 times and allowed 5 catches for 86 yards. While targeting him, Jordan Love only had a 56.3 passer rating.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Good draft pick. He's got that dog in him.
I honestly, I really believed he would do well immediately, or not immediately, but really soon. I didn't think it would be week 1.
Yeah.
But and like he wasn't even going to be the second quarterback, but because Isaiah Rodgers was injured. Speaking of, I literally just remembered, we did our picks for players of the game.
I know I have one thing. I know that for a fact. I don't know anything else. Yep.
So you had the Eagles winning 24-21. I had them winning 34-20.
I underestimated that.
You had Jahan Dotson as the first touchdown.
I didn't go Barkley?
Nope.
I think I even said like a slant too.
No, you have Barkley as the first down. Dotson as the first touchdown. That's why I just had that little confusion. Offensive player Hurts, and defensive player Carter. Zach Bond was definitely the defensive player.
I was going to say Zach Bond was.
And Saquon was definitely the best offensive player with his 3 touchdowns.
Did not think he was going to have 3 touchdowns.
Versus
he just scoring. Right. I was like, okay.
And the Giants scored 0.
Yeah.
I had Dallas Goedert with the first touchdown.
I thought they had 1.
No? I don't think so.
Sorry, Giants.
Saquon Barkley first down. My offensive player was also Hurts. Defensive player Isaiah Rodgers, which is kind of voided since he didn't play.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very curious about that fact before I go on with it. I'm now going to look at the Giants' score.
It was 28-6.
Yep. 2 field goals.
It was 2 field goals. I thought I saw somewhere that.
Speaking of field goals, I got to give a quick shout out to Jake Moody because he kind of won me my fantasy week.
I got to give a shout out to Chris Boswell then too.
Yeah. Well, he single-handedly won the game for the Steelers.
That's true. So Chris, Shout out to you.
Yeah. We already talked about Saquon's 3 touchdowns, and Zach Vaughn. You want to hear his stats?
100 tackles.
Yes, that real
3,000
number.
sacks.
That real number is the right number. 15 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 1 tackle for loss.
That's crazy.
Right.
He was just on demon mode.
Yeah. I do want to say really quick, another part of our D-line, Jalen Carter, he's been getting a lot of unwarranted messages on social media after Jordan Love got injured. Have you seen any of that?
I haven't, but
like he's gotten death threats.
That's true.
Right. I don't know if you saw the play, but he did grab Love's foot. But it's a football play. If it wasn't a football play, he would have been called a penalty.
Then that's like I think there was a Eagles player too that did it, but there was a lot of hip tackles still.
I was about to say
going down.
Yep.
In the NFL this week. So why aren't they getting death threats?
No, I agree. The refs, I feel, how do I say this? Aren't used to calling them yet. I guess.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I can think of.
They're not looking for him yet.
Yeah. But still, Zach Vaughn, he had 24 coverage snaps as well, 3 receptions allowed on 5 targets for 11 yards, 64.6 passer rating allowed. I think that's pretty good. He had a great coverage night and I don't know the word, rushing the quarterback night? I don't know.
Yeah. Pressure.
Pressure.
The quarterback.
Now, the other linebacker, Nakobe Dean, 28 coverage snaps, 1 reception allowed on 4 targets for 29 yards and a 57.3 passer rating allowed.
Pretty good from the linebackers.
The only other coverage stat I want to say really quick, Darius Slay was only targeted once all night and didn't allow a completion.
Yeah, I know. I had a bet on Watson, and that's who he was covering.
That's what you get for betting on the other team.
I know. Hey, it was a combined bet.
Yeah.
Someone that I want to see do better this week, and he only got 1 target and dropped it, was Jahan Dotson.
Yeah. They just got him. I think he just needs time to build up that chemistry with Hurts.
Yeah. And I think that's what it more was, but also when you have Barkley going out there and carrying the ball 24 times for 109 yards with 2 rushing touchdowns, and then catching, and again, I want to say this right here. I don't know why I said Dotson. I don't know if I said this was a first down. I said this was going to be a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I said Saquon Barkley wheel route. I thought I said that because that's what he's great at.
You did say that, but I
change it?
I don't know. Maybe I wrote it down wrong. I don't know though because I wrote it down as we said it.
I think I need to go check my tape when I said that. But again, I caught it. I knew they were gonna throw a wheel route to him.
Yeah,
and they did, and it looked beautiful. This game just showed how dangerous Barkley is.
Right, but Barkley, he did have a great game, but that's also because Dallas Goedert and Grant Calcaterra also had really good blocking nights.
Yes. You got to shout out your tight ends.
Yeah. And our lineman, who Mekhi Becton.
And your lineman, yep.
In his first ever start at right guard, he allowed 0 pressures, 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, and 0 hurries.
Yeah, it's the offensive line looked good. A little shaky at the beginning, but
getting all the nerves out.
Yeah. But I've got numbers up here. AJ Brown had 10 targets, caught 5 of them for 119 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think he had almost
Devontae
70
Smith,
yards in one play.
Yep, his longest was 67. Devontae Smith was targeted 8 times, caught 7 of them, got 84 yards. No touchdowns, though.
Yeah, I think his
Goddard,
25 was his longest.
Yep.
Okay.
Goddard was targeted 5 times, caught 4 of them for 31 yards. Barkley was targeted 2 times, 1 on the touchdown. Caught both of them for
That was a
23
really
yards.
impressive touchdown catch. I don't expect that out of a running back.
Katera was targeted once and caught it for 11 yards. And Kenneth Gainwell was also targeted once and caught that
He
one.
only had 1 carry. I do think that's probably because of how well Barkley was doing. I do expect him to have much bigger games as the season goes on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I was looking at defense earlier, and I forgot about this, and I forgot I want to mention it. On the one interception one of 2 interceptions that Jalen Hurts threw, the fact that Devontae Smith, it was Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
And how he got back and tackled and showed that, like, he was still in the play. A lot of 2s and a lot of 1s. You see them when they get targeted, they throw their hands. And
yeah, a lot of players just give up, like the Titans guy did when he fell to his knees against the Bears.
Like, you got to, you like, he went out there and ran his hardest to go get him. He was not letting, like that's such a momentum.
Yeah.
Waco that it's.
Yeah. But a lot of it does come down to our coaching. Kellen Moore, I think, did a pretty good job play calling. And Vic Fangio, his defense looked very good at points, especially in the red zone.
I was going to say they kept to a lot of field goals early on, which is great. Which, again, we talked about that.
When you're starting within the 15 or 10 yard line, you expect to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
Both teams expect the offense to score a touchdown.
Eagles have a very, very good defense.
Yeah. And we didn't have 2 of who I would assume are key players in Isaiah Rodgers, who was going to be the cornerback too, and Devin White, who I think was going to be starting linebacker.
Yep.
Which I don't know if he will get a chance at starting linebacker since Zach Bond did so well.
I was going to say there's some defensive guys out there that they might not get the starting nine just because of you want to play the hot hand at the moment.
And speaking of coaches, I think you said you had a stat on Sirianni.
Oh, yes, sorry. I'm on off of it. With this win in Brazil, which also the Eagles are the first team to win in Brazil.
Yeah. Happy everyone made it out safely.
Exactly. Also, before I get on to that, if anyone listening follows Jack Settleman, Snapback Sports, he was there, unfortunately, rooting for the Packers. But he said that he did not have a problem. He said that the media kind of took a story, spinned it a little bit, and ran with it.
Okay.
That it was a better place than they than the media spun.
Yeah.
And I think in the post game interview, Barkley and AJ Brown were both there, and they were talking very highly on how great how great it actually was. And
I think the media or the NFL itself was just trying to make sure the players didn't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
in Brazil, where I'm sure it might be easier to do stupider things than it would in like Germany or England or something.
Yeah. But again, with that first win in Brazil, first week 1 win, head coach Nick Sirianni has the highest sorry, has the highest win percentage of any active NFL coach.
Wow.
So
And do you know what percentage it is?
I do not.
Okay.
I can give a quick Google search.
I got it. 67.3%.
Oh, you have it.
Yep. No, I had it saved earlier, but you said you got it, so I was letting you do
Gotcha.
it. I'm honestly surprised by that.
Yeah.
I'd like to know like where Bill Belichick and stuff would rank on there.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you hear what he said?
No.
Well, there were rumors this offseason that he was going to be the Eagles' next head coach if Sirianni got fired. I still think that's a pretty big possibility if Sirianni doesn't make it past this year. But I forget what interview he was on, but he said, Philly fans love me. Fly, Eagles, fly. And then everyone on the broadcast just started laughing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And talking about broadcast news, we had two very special goats at the prospective positions get the first day on the new job. Tom
Yeah.
Brady did the Browns Cowboys game.
I
ended up
think he was pretty
falling
good.
asleep through. I was gonna say he was pretty good. I
He
felt
had
I napped through most of it,
yeah,
but
he had some stuff that he can get better on, like his flow and everything. Like he's just learning the flow of the game as a
from that
spokesperson.
perspective,
Yeah,
yeah.
not from a quarterback perspective.
Yeah. And then we had oh boy,
Yep. Jason Kelsey
Jason Kelsey.
on ESPN, I
ESPN.
believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you
And
hear about his shirt? He had to go buy one because he forgot his bag in his hotel, and he didn't have
nice.
a dress shirt.
That sounds very
Yeah.
Jason
I
Kelsey
saw
like,
someone said this is what happens when he leaves the house without Kylie.
right? Can't Queen Kylie, we need you.
Yeah. Speaking of Kelsey, did you hear what he said on New Heights about being in the
not.
Eagles facility? He said he'll be in the Eagles facility throughout the season to help out in any way he can. I don't know if I read this last week or not. Do you think I did?
I don't think you did.
Okay. He says he'll help out in any way he can. He says he will not accept any payment from the team, and he's doing it for his own pure interest in keeping his knowledge of the game up and continue his relationships.
I just love Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, I agree. I
think
am
he's my
curious to see how him being in the facility works out with him working for ESPN as well.
Who knows?
Yeah. Do you have anything else for the Eagles?
I did. Oh, and this is for our older. That's how you know. That's how you know it's getting late here, guys. We're not speaking right anymore. We got stupider and we got older,
Yep.
or whatever I said. This is for our 21 plus fans. I don't know if you saw this, but Garage Beer is now the official.
Yes, I loved the
beer.
video they made for it. That was really fun.
For the Eagles. If you guys haven't had it, it's a great beer. It's got a great taste to it. No, beer. You don't hear that from a beer. I'm not a beer connoisseur, so I can't be like, oh, this has got a great tang of natural this and sweet taste of that.
You just think it's a good tasting beer.
Yeah, it's just great tasting beer. I know that had to be something to do with the Kelsey.
Yeah.
Jason I know the podcast, and
he would not buy something or go in on something if he didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. So, if at your next Eagles game, guys, if you're looking for a great tasting beer with natural twang and sweet this and that. Stuff with garage.
I
Other than
love that
that, stick
review.
with your normal Yinglings.
Great review.
Great
The
review.
last thing I have
Call
is
me Dave Portnoy.
top 5 selling jerseys after week 1.
I know. Okay, I saw. I kind of saw this at work today. I know number 2 and number 8 or 9 was Barkley. The first one was the Kelly Green, and then
Well,
the
all I have is
last
top
one was
5.
maybe it was 5th. Then
So number
it was the
1,
Midnight Green.
number 1 is Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Number 2, Saquon Kelly Green. You were right.
Okay.
Number 3, CJ Stroud. Number
Awful.
4, Bo Nix. And number
Overrated.
5, Saquon Midnight Green.
Yes, it was 5. I was thinking 10. I don't know
Yeah.
why I was 10.
I don't know.
I did see that.
I don't
That's a
know.
weird list, though.
It
I get it.
But at the same time, it's not. It's young quarterbacks. I am surprised
Yeah.
by Bo Nix.
Me too. But new era of orange there, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of like we have here.
Yeah. I don't know
And
what stats he had even.
I don't know. I didn't follow the Broncos. I don't even know if they won or lost.
Same.
They're not the Eagles. They
Right.
don't play in green and black.
Yep. You got anything else?
I think that's it.
All right.
Just we'll have a preview
Yes.
of week 2 of the Falcons on Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday night.
Yeah, we'll record it Sunday. Either post it Sunday night or Monday morning. Is our preview of the Eagles Falcons game. We'll have it posted on TikTok and
Instagram,
YouTube.
probably.
I don't know if
YouTube.
Instagram can get that long of videos.
Okay.
So definitely TikTok
Possibly
and YouTube.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I have a social media. Go look into that.
All right.
Shout out her.
Yes, shout out her. We will see you guys next week before the Eagles game, and then a few days later, and we will recap that game and talk about all the other Philadelphia sports.
Make
See
sure
ya.
to follow the links down
Yes.
below. Go Phillies. Go Birds.
Yep. Go Philadelphia.
Yeah, just go Philadelphia in general.